don't recognize the background, I'm actually in Miami right now. I've been meaning to do a review for you guys on this product called Nuance by Salma Hayek foundation, which is this here. I have to do this rather quickly because the sun is kind of setting. It's already pretty late and I'm leaving back to California tomorrow. So today in the afternoon, we're just gonna relax and unpack our stuff because we have to be up really early. But the container looks like this, and I love that it does have a pump because it's a lot more sanitary and it allows you to control how much product you want to dispense, and it's not like you take the lid off and then you have all this liquid foundation everywhere, especially because it is a liquid foundation. So I'm just gonna take about a pump and a half because I've tried 2 and I feel like 2 is too much. Too much. My accent's really coming out. And I don't have anything underneath, but I typically like to use my Miracle Blur from L'Oreal. What I like doing is I kind of like prepping my brush with a little bit of, this is just a toner. The brush itself is from Urban Decay. It's called the Optical Blurring Brush, and it's one of my favorites for actual foundation. What I'm going to do is just dot this all over my face. And this is also another foundation that you don't have to work in sections because it doesn't settle right away. It kind of takes a while, so it gives you a lot of free time to mess around and play with your foundation. So I'm just going to dot this. Like I said, a pump and a half does the job for me. Like, it gives me exactly what I need. And it's also buildable coverage. So you can start with very little and add a little bit of moisturizer and just mix it up and kind of have like a tinted moisturizer with a little bit more coverage than a regular one, which is another plus that I like. And I'm just going to start by doing circles, but I don't know if you guys can tell, like right away, you can start to see how easy it is for me to just blend this foundation and how quickly kind of gives me a flawless finish. That's one of the things that it claims it does, and it really does do that, guys. And you can see it here live as I'm doing this review. Work that into my face. This is rather quickly. And boom, I'm like pretty much done, right? Like, how easy was this? You could just take a little bit more time if you want and blend that into the jawline. I feel like this color really matches the rest of my body because, like I said before, my face is always a lot lighter than my body because I don't like to expose it to too much sun. I always cover it. I'm always afraid of like getting like skin cancer, like the same with my body, but my face is like, the face is something that ages really quickly, and you gotta do what you can to really take care of it. If your moisturizer has sunscreen, that's like a major plus because this foundation does not contain SPF. But this is pretty much how quickly I'm able to blend it out. It's one of my favorite things about this foundation. If I go through the pros, I have to say the price, because you can find it at CVS. They don't carry it everywhere. I think it's just exclusively at CVS. The name of the brand, again, is Nuance by Salma Hayek. And the price point, obviously, because it is a drugstore product, is amazing, and the quality is really great. Now, drugstore foundations in general are really awesome, and I feel like a lot of people don't give them enough credit, especially Nuance by Salma Hayek. This foundation is so awesome. I have never heard anybody using this foundation. I'm sure a lot of people have because it is pretty successful, but I've never seen a review or anything else on that on YouTube or on a blog or anything. So yeah, I gave this a little try, and I hope you guys do, see how it really works. Again, another thing that I do like is that I was able to blend it out really quickly. And look at the before and after, if you can see from the video before. I feel like I got a little bit lighter on my face already. My tan is already kind of fading. So when I was painting, or when I was putting on the foundation this morning, I was like, oh, this is like 2 different colors now. It's not the same, so I have to go back and get a shade lighter now. But I feel like if you find the right foundation shade, you're gonna be completely sold once you see the application. And I posted on Instagram how it's one of my favorites, and a lot of you actually do like it. I was just surprised that I've never seen a YouTube review or a blog post or anything, but a lot of you did like it on my Instagram page. So that's one of my favorite products from her line. Really easy to blend. As far as the con, I feel like the only con for me would be that it's not like I don't even know if I can give you guys a con, but I do have to touch up. So it's not one of those foundations. I've had foundations before where you don't have to touch up, you can barely see any shine, but this kind of gives you a really nice glow if you leave it like this. You can see the skin definitely showing through. Doesn't look like I'm wearing foundation, which is another plus, but I feel like the con, and I feel like a lot of people really want to hear the conning, but you know, most of the time you don't have to have a con, you know what I mean? Like a foundation could be just the thing that you were looking for, and I feel like to me this foundation is not a 10 because I'm not like, oh my gosh, this is like my favorite foundation ever, and it's like replacing all of them, because I try out so many different ones, but I think from like 1 to 10, I definitely give it like a 9.5. Like it's almost one of my top favorites, but I mean it's one of my top favorites, but it almost replaces the top one, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's pretty much the review. If you have oily skin though, I feel like this might make you look a little bit more oily, so I feel like this is more for like normal, even dry skin. It works really well. Now the other product that I have here is the Front and Center Concealer and Brightener, and I love this thing as well. Now it comes like this, kind of looks like a little lipstick, which is something that I also like because it has a nice angle, and it's so easy. Like you can just glide this on your dark circles and it just goes right on the lash line. So creamy, it doesn't tug on your skin, and we all know this. The skin on our eyelids, especially the bottom eyelids, is so sensitive, and you know it tends to age really fast. And then you can just do this with the pointier side. I kind of like to do this and then just bring it down the center. And then I take my toner, and I also take my beauty blender, and I just like to just spray it and just pat it away. I feel like this foundation is really friendly for moms, because we don't have time to sit there and stipple it on for like 10 minutes. This thing just kind of glides on and boom, you're out the door. And at the same time, you're still given full nice coverage. Okay, so I'm going to just set this with powder, and I'm not going to go out throughout the day because I've already tried this foundation so many times and I already know how it works. It does last you all day, which is a great thing. It doesn't make you look blotchy throughout the day. Even today for me, like I said, I'm here in Miami and it's so humid. We went to Jungle Island and it's an outside amusement park, and it's so hot today, and it did not look blotchy at all. I did not have to touch up with more foundation, but I definitely did have to use a lot more powder. Not a lot, but I definitely had to use powder because I did end up looking, obviously I was sweating, so I was looking a little crazy. But yeah, when it's not humid, like back in California, since it's dry, I don't have to, like, my face looks exactly the same. My T-zone gets a little bit oily, but other than that, the foundation itself stays pretty much the same. So here it is. I hope I'm not missing anything else. If I'm missing anything on the review, I'll add it to a slide. I'm not going to do a blog post, or I might. If I do a blog post, it's going to be the top link on the description bar. If not, this is pretty much the whole review. And I don't think I'm going to have a blog post because since I'm not home, I don't have like my equipment or anything like that to take good pictures. I know it's taken me a while to get this up, but overall, guys, I really recommend this. You should definitely give it a try, and since it is drugstore, with anything else, like if it doesn't work for you, you can always return it to your drugstore and get your money back. So that's the beauty of just trying things out. If it doesn't work for you, you can just get your money back. There's not a loss anywhere, and yeah, really excited, and I can't wait to actually talk to you guys more about my other favorite products from her line. I think I might include my favorite things because I picked up skincare and I picked up like more beauty stuff. That is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Thanks for joining me today, and I love you and see you soon. Bye!